Hey, this is Jeff Dye. I'm with Freshtodeathcomics. Good dudes. I trust them. They're good men. And that's what I want you to listen to right now.
Hello, welcome to Fresh Death Comics. I'm your host, BLUKE.
And I'm Amy.
And this is the Fresh to Death podcast. This episode, we are talking about the Oscars. And boy, do we have some thoughts for you. Also, if there's time, we'll talk about the Toy Fair. If not, we'll talk about it in the next episode because I need to talk about it. It's about Power Rangers.
He's exploding from excitement.
Listen, I am, because we just got done with the Oscars. First off, we kind of watched a whole bunch of movies in order because with the car accident, for those who haven't been aware, I was involved in the car accident. Actually, I had to have surgery, so now I have a boot.
You've almost hit me in the head with so many times.
So many times. So, Amy, we also need money for some kind of helmet or bubble for Amy. I'm not even trying. I did it to myself because the Oscars is so bad. I wanted to go back to One Piece. If you're not watching One Piece, that's what you should be watching. We'll also talk about that, but I want to give you guys time to watch that because no spoilers. I want you guys to enjoy it.
Hurry up and watch it because we really want to talk about it.
But there was a point where I was like, man, what character am I? And I'm like, I could be Sanji. And I went and kicked in the air, and I didn't realize that the wall was closer than it should have been. And I hit it with my boot, and oh my goodness.
The wall moved on you.
That hurt. So,
Oh, I know.
We do have a GoFundMe. Thank you, everyone who has been donating. We really appreciate it. I'm shocked. I don't know.
Yeah, thank you guys so much.
So
I feel very uncomfortable asking for help as a lot of you who know me personally. So thank you. Your support means the world.
So let's talk about the Oscars because we spent the last couple of days binge moving. We spent the weekend binge watching movies because in between One Piece, we watched Frankenstein. We woke up this morning and we watched Marty Supreme. And we had already watched some of the others, so we were good.
We had watched Sinners relatively soon after it came out.
Yeah, and we watched One Battle After Another.
Oh yeah,
we had seen that. I gave my if you want to see my Letterboxd review, hated that movie.
However, after watching some of the others in comparison, it was so bad, was it?
And we're all set for the Oscars. And right now, the race, the Kadashi bettings were between Michael B. Jordan and Timothy Chalamet for lead actor. And I said to myself, well, self.
Is that how you talk to yourself?
I say, yo, what's up? So I said to myself, yo, that's weird because Leo was in Leo. Everyone loves Leo. Why isn't he being a contender? And Michael B. Jordan was wonderful in Sinners. So Marty Supreme should be just as good because Sinners, if you're not familiar with Sinners, is a movie about a group of African Americans who are having a barn party and accidentally invite a vampire to hang out with them. And it is, there's so much imagery and it's interesting to me, learning about the Black culture around Sinners.
Yes.
And learning about the barn was actually a metaphor for how they were treated in the South. There was a lot to it. And so I go, okay, so this is really a black representation. Cool.
Yep.
Then we have One Battle After Another about people who are fighting ICE and detention centers. So really that's about immigration and ICE. And I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
And then we had Hamnet, which is just Hamlet. So I don't know why that movie's there. I tried watching it and I was so bored. I did. I tried watching it.
Okay. I didn't know that.
I did. I tried watching it and I was like,
Because I kind of wanted to watch that one.
I know. That's why I don't want to ruin your hearts and feelings when you were like, I haven't seen that. But yeah,
You were like, I did and I don't want to.
But I'll go back and rewatch it. So we have one.
Nope, gonna watch it by myself now.
We also had Frankenstein nominated for Best Picture, which was Guillermo del Toro's non-changing story of Frankenstein. I'm sorry, I didn't like Frankenstein.
I know you didn't.
We had Timothée Chalamet's quest of Marty Supreme about a ping ponger who just wants to be the best ping ponger in the world.
And will throw anyone under the bus to do it.
And we had F1 about a race car driver. Sentimental Values, which it's a Norwegian film about aging, I guess. I don't know.
Our family.
It sounded really boring to me. Train Dreams, which I'm confused because I thought it was about trains, so I didn't watch it.
No,
but then it's about lumberjacks, and I'm like, that sounds just as bad. They're going to use chainsaws. So I'm like, that's a loud movie. That one's out.
Okay, the one benefit of Train Dreams, I'm going to say, is Conan making the jokes about trying to come up with jokes for Train Dreams. So now whenever I think of Train Dreams, that's just what I think of.
And my personal favorite for Best Picture, Begonia, which, without spoiling it, it's about two brothers who are conspiracy theorists, or two relatives. He's his cousin, isn't he?
I think so. Yeah, I think they're cousins.
They're cousins. All right, they're about two cousins who are conspiracy theorists who believe that there are maybe aliens or something out there controlling you.
Yeah, they believe that the CEO is an alien.
Yeah, Emma Stone's an alien, and they're trying to prove it. And it is such a mind meld because, like, you don't know. No, and I think that's one of the perfect points is you're like, she's an alien. No, she's not an alien.
How could she be an alien?
But
like,
this could be true.
Like, these two guys are batshit crazy.
But then you see things and you're like, well, maybe. And I think it's one of those, of all the films, like, I think about last year, or whenever that year was where The Substance was,
last year, that's why to me was presenting.
That should have won Best Picture because that's the movie I constantly think about.
Agreed.
Like, whenever I think about the Oscars, especially when Barbara Streisand was talking, and I'm like, man, I wonder, does she feel like the whole world is like watching me age? Like, because what's her name? There was a famous lady who came out in a wheelchair.
Liza Minnelli.
Yeah, and she didn't want to be in a wheelchair, but like they made her because they were afraid of her falling, and she felt like such a cripple out there. Like she felt weak, and she was like, I'm not this person. This isn't who I am. But also being in the same boat as her, I don't want to use wheelchairs and walkers. And it's like the easiest thing to do. Amy, what was your favorite movie?
I think it was Sinners.
Sinners?
Yeah.
You think Sinners should have won?
Yes. I mean, I know I haven't really said a lot of things when you're like, I didn't like this very much. And I'm like, I think you're wrong, but okay.
He should have won for Best Adapted. Or no,
he won for Best Original.
He did. Okay, won for Best Original, and he should have won Best Director. I'm sorry. Out of all the movies, that Thomas Anderson's was just explosions. Like, I was enthralled in this barn. Like, the barn seemed like a town.
Well, it was their whole, like, bar that they opened up. It wasn't just like, it was a dance club. It was like a nightclub.
But it was everything, and I've been in barns, but like this felt like a whole town, and it was wonderful.
Like everything was their whole culture was in the barn.
Yeah, and it was just beautiful. So like directorial wise, I loved it. Maybe Begonia, I just love the overall, like when I think about movies I want to go back and watch. I do want to go back and watch Sinners.
Yeah.
So,
well, not only for Michael B. Jordan's performance of two characters, which, yes, he absolutely deserved an Oscar for that. I thought that was awesome, because, he was able to portray them in a slightly different way. It, just the story was so great. I also really liked the guy that played one of the main vampires, Jack O'Connell. Like, I thought he was really good. And just the whole cast and how music itself felt like a character in the film. I told you when we went to go first watch it, I was like, if we don't have good audio, we're not watching it. So make sure you have good audio going into Sinners. But the music just further tells the story. And it's drawn together beautifully. It's climactic. I loved it.
They put in work. Ask Ludwig.
Yes. Ludwig knows because he won for best score.
Which makes me so happy. I was like, man, I've been following Ludwig since the Gambino days. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I've been on this journey with him.
And
it's
how did
amazing to
Gambino and Ludwig meet?
see. They met on the set of Community because he also did some of the episode scores
Yes.
for Community. Like, it's amazing. So, yes, Sinners was great, and that's why those two are up. But, like, Sinners was so good, and Begonia was so good, and Marty Supreme, like, I like sports movies. I'm sorry. I'm a little sports movie guy.
Can we get into this now? Can you
Timothy
unleash me?
Chalamet was nominated for Best Actor. So I said, I need to watch this movie. So we watched it. And throughout the whole movie, I could just feel the volcano building up. The movie's done. I said, the movie's done. Great. Bye. You run out of the room, and all I hear is dishes and banging. Like, ugh, ugh. I'm like, are you okay? And you're like, I didn't like that movie. You were talking so intensely. The cat thought we were having a fight and was like getting nervous. And I said, okay, we're not having a fight. She seemed to have strong feelings about Marty Supreme. And you said yes, because, and I said, stop, please. Save it for the pod. So, Amy, my dear, you have been now waiting for like
6 hours to talk about this fucking movie.
Amy, would you like to talk about Marty Supreme? What'd you think of it?
I fucking hated every second of this movie, except for the part that Tyler, the creator, was in. He was enjoyable in every scene.
He made the scenes. Like, I cared about his character the most.
I cared about his character the most. Everyone else kind of hated, but liked more than Marty. I would have liked a whole film about everyone else about this in this movie, except for Marty. Marty supremely sucks. I supremely hate him. Marty is supremely insufferable, and I feel like Timothy Chalamet has told us who he is, which is an insufferable human being. Your first clue was him dating Kylie Jenner. Second clue was all this bullshit about him putting down the opera and ballet. You had 2 strikes, and this was my first Chalamet movie. You're done. No more. I never want to see this scrawny white boy again. If I wanted to watch a movie about white male privilege for 2.5 hours, I would have just turned on Fox News.
What was male privileged? He had to work the whole way.
Work? You mean fucking scheme the whole time? It was just one scheme to the next. And he would throw people under the bus, make them pay repercussions for shit that he did. He had no accountability whatsoever to himself, blamed everyone else in the world for his problems except himself, was a sore loser, made everything about him, and then came crawling back to everybody when he realized that he needed them again, and then screwed them over again.
Are we supposed to like Marty? Is my question. Is he a villain of the movie? Because everybody's life he touches, he destroys.
Destroys completely.
So we let this kid into their lives, and every single person, going from Dennis O'Leary to Gwyneth Paltrow to Tyler, the Creator, like he his own mother, his uncle. Like, he steals and robs and is mean to every single person.
Yeah.
I think maybe that might be the point, is that he is a terrible person. But because he's good at ping pong, we let this go. And maybe that's the story. But like,
because an overly confident white man was.
But the fact that he didn't like do the circuit like that, like, man, Marty is the worst. Like, when we watch Breaking Bad and we go, Walter White, like, we all love Walter White, but man, Walter White's a bad guy. Like, he's not a role model. Like, we don't, like, it's scary, but like, Walter White is a bad guy. He's not a role model. But in Marty Supreme, it seems like that's the goal. Like, this was an ambition. Like, what he did was awesome. And that's where I'm upset about the movie, because he's a terrible human being. I call him Marty McAsshole. That's his name. Marty McAsshole, because everybody he was an asshole to. But that was his MO.
Yeah, I just felt awful for poor Rachel, who got screwed over the most, honestly, and literally not until the last second was like finally acknowledged for anything.
But from there on, like, what's going to happen is Marty going to actually, like, when he finds out how much it is to be a father, is he just not going to bail and be like, yo, man, I'm a ping pong player and a father.
Yeah.
You don't know how hard that is. I deserve it because I am the greatest. You don't understand.
Yeah, like, you're going to break your ankle again.
No. Sorry, he was just...
I
feel like he was on crack the whole time.
He probably was. A. B. I don't really care, because I feel like if you're going to make your main character a villain, you have to have some likability. This man, if I were to grade him on personality, it would have been 0% on Rotten Tomatoes.
When Dennis Leary gives him a little bit of a beating.
I was rooting for that.
Kind of Jeffrey Epstein, like, the immediate thing is, let me see your ass. Little weird. But also, like, when he gets beat with the paddle, like, I feel like the whole audience is like, yeah, he deserves it. I hope.
Like, I was cheering at that point, basically, for Kevin O'Leary to... First of all, I thought he was going to shove the handle up his ass, so slightly disappointed. However, redeemed slightly with smacking him about because this kid is a douchebag.
So, I get it. Marty, like, if that's the goal, if Marty is, but the fact that you said, with the ballet joke.
Yeah.
Or, I'm going to put in quotations, because I don't think he was joking about the ballet.
No, I don't think he was either.
Terrible. I think he was seriously, like, I don't get it, but, like, I understand how much work it takes, especially in ballet. Like,
we saw Black Swan, we know.
Yeah, like, there's so much, and I actually know ballerinas. Sorry, I didn't know what to call them. I was going to call them ballerinas, and then I realized it's...
I thought you said ballet arenas.
Yeah, I was going
like an arena where ballet is performed, which is called a theater.
Yeah, that place too. So the ballerinas, like, I know the dancers, and like what they put themselves through. It's ice dancing on the ground, really.
Yes.
And then the opera, I can't hit those notes. I don't know why, but like, I wish it was in English. I wish there was a modern day opera.
I have seen a modern day opera.
Listen, I can't watch that one. Which one are you talking about? Are you talking about the Neil Patrick Harris one? Because I can't watch that opera because Felicia Day was very mean to me.
That's Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog.
I thought that was an opera.
It is not an opera. It's a musical, but it's not an opera.
Okay. Maybe I don't. I know about operas like Carmen from like Hey Arnold. Like,
that is one, and anything that Kelsey Grammer has ever said about the opera in Frasier.
Oh, that's true. I am a merry mental gentleman, and I live in a house, and I don't have any gentlemen, and I like a house, and it's big, and I don't go outside because outside is a scary place where there are dogs outside.
Nailed it. I have to say that just talking about this has been cathartic for me. I feel like the volcano has subsided. I've literally been fuming for 6 hours.
She has, like, I don't think you enjoyed the Oscars.
I didn't.
When K-pop Demon Hunters, when Huntrix came upon the stage, you didn't cheer. You were like, yay, they better win that Oscar or I'm going to rip the TV out of the wall.
I literally said to you, if Golden doesn't win an Oscar for Best Original Song, I'm never watching a film again. I also said if Timothée Chalamet wins an Oscar for Marty Supreme, I'm never watching a film again. Guess what, guys? I'm going to be watching a film again.
I mean, Marty Supreme didn't even win an award, which is great. I don't think it should have been nominated. I think Nuremberg was a way better movie.
Yeah, I think Nuremberg was definitely a way better movie. I am actually kind of upset that that wasn't included in this.
Especially when they did Marty Supreme, because they... Alexa, stop. The fuck was that?
You tried to...
So, what was I saying? Oh, the parallels. Like,
Yeah.
if you want to go with Marty Supreme as the ultimate defeat of Hitler, the same parallels was in Nuremberg.
Nuremberg, and it did a better job.
Yeah, because Ralphie Malek played a Jew who was like
the physician,
the
doctor
for them, and there was
the one that he was confiding in, telling his whole story,
all his fears and all the things that made him like wonder about life, and he's like, if you knew I was a Jew.
Yeah,
like that movie encompassed everything, and that's why like I watched that movie before I watched One Battle After Another, and I felt the similarities of what happened in Nuremberg was a better parallel to what's happening now than One Battle After Another, because that one just seemed One Battle After Another just seemed off the rails. Like a guy smokes weed.
This was your biggest problem with the whole movie. I feel
because he fucking smokes weed and then forgets how to live. I'm sorry. I smoke weed and like I can do things. Like if something happens, all right, let's go. I'm gonna do this. And maybe that's what makes us different people. Like, you know, weed effect. Like, but the fact that he trained his daughter every day. Like if his daughter didn't know what the password was, I would have been on board with the whole entire movie.
Yep.
But the fact that he didn't know the password and that's what the whole movie was about upset me and infuriated me because it doesn't make any sense. Benicio del Toro was amazing.
Yeah, he was great.
He was amazing. I don't know if I like the woman, Tatiana. Like, it bothers me that scene where she's like pregnant, like with the machine gun. It's just...
Why?
Because a baby shouldn't be around a machine gun. That seems like a bad mom. Like, here I am with a baby inside of me, and I have a very loud gun, and the vibrations of a gun are so intense. Like, there's such recoil, I would be afraid it would have damaged the baby. So I just really feel like that scene is so fake and so... stupid. Like it
wasn't she actually pregnant for that?
I don't think she was firing a real gun. If she was holding it, yeah, I'm sure it looked cool, but I don't think it.
I think it's also a parallel, an image of the fierceness of womanhood, the fierceness of what women can do, and how multifaceted women are. Just saying. That was my point of view.
I am not going to comment on that because you are probably right. Because it was a symbolization, a symbolism. And me, I'm taking it as
literally.
She literally, like, I guess I didn't know if she had the baby or not. Like, I didn't count that into it because, I mean, women are they still have a pregnant belly, right? Do they still have a hump? I don't know.
A hump?
Yeah.
A lovely baby bump.
Yeah.
Sorry, I saw the opportunity and I took it. High five.
High five.
Yeah.
So, for some reason, one battle after another won Best Adapted Screenplay, Best Director, Best Movie of all time.
Best supporting actor for
Yeah.
Sean Penn.
Which his.
I mean, it wasn't until like a good third of the way through the movie, I think you were like, is this Sean Penn?
I mean, yes, that is.
He literally
I said-
transformed himself for the role. Yeah,
I
okay.
asked you if that was the milk guy. That's what I said.
The milk guy.
Yeah, I was like, is that milk guy?
He's the milkman.
Because he played a movie where he was milk. Like,
he was Harvey Milk. He was
Yeah,
a
he
real
was-
life person.
Yeah, he made milk.
No!
The movie not about milk.
No! His name is Harvey Milk.
And he invented milk. He gave milk to the farmers. What? I've never seen it. I saw Farm Inc. and I didn't.
You saw Farm Inc. This is what I have to deal with on a daily basis, guys. This episode is off the rails. It was off the rails to begin with, and it stayed off the rails. It is a train wreck sliding along the rails.
Sorry, I didn't know that Sean Penn.
Harvey Milk was a real person.
Yeah, okay.
He did not invent milk.
Okay.
He was a politician in the San Francisco area who was assassinated
Oh.
for being one of the first openly gay politicians.
Oh. I did not know any of that. I thought it had to deal with milk.
Milk was his last name.
Apparently, I did not know this till now.
So
Nobody
you're
talks about
you're
it.
Luke. You are Luke of the Skywalkers and also Luke of the Danes. Oh, or my favorite, Luke Bryan. You must know Luke Bryan very, very, very well. If we're just going by names.
That's right. I'm Luke Bryan. How y'all doing?
I mean, he did steal your life.
He did steal my life. So the Oscars was hosted by your fellow co-worker dash boss, Mr. Conan O'Brien.
Team Coco.
So was it fun to see Conan there? Like, what's your
Yeah,
sense of
it
Conan in
was.
the Oscar?
It's so great to see Conan like performing in front of people again. I will say he was in, and we didn't get a chance to see it. If I had legs, I'd kick you this year.
I know.
So
I
I
chose
think-
Marty Supreme instead. That
I
was the
know.
decision. I flipped a coin in my head, and I said, Rose Byrne's about babies, and but I was like, Marty Supreme's about ping pong.
And assholery.
So
But yes, it was really good to see Conan performing, you know, like since his talk show, unless you've been following his podcast, he's been doing that way more than anything else. But it was been really good to see him do his monologues again. It really felt like he was doing his old late night show again.
And I have a question for you. Is that what you think the Oscars was behind the scenes? Do you know how it worked? Like, do you think it was a lot like the late show he had or the Tonight Show he had?
Yes, and I'll say, I think, because we've been kind of watching Conan do the interviews. So he's been talking about, you know, how they've been working on the Oscars and you know, what kind of bits they were going to try to come up with. And he has said that a lot of writers that he's worked with in the past, and also some writers that he said were actually working on Kimmel, were working on the show. So it did have a very late night joke feel. And I think that was like the perfect note to host the show on.
Was it exciting seeing Jimmy Kimmel? Even though his joke didn't make sense because Melania couldn't be nominated for this year because
I know.
like that joke doesn't make any sense, and I know the thing is Trump's not gonna like maybe he purposely said it and then he's gonna be like, look, he made
The
fun
loser
of
Jimmy Kimmel doesn't even understand the rules of the show that he even hosted. What a loser. Everybody
or is he
knows.
hoping that Trump is gonna be so stupid that he goes, it's the Oscars, it's all politics. Of course my wife should have been nominated.
Either way, I think he was goading him.
Oh, you think it's a goat
Oh,
because
yeah.
he wants her at the Oscars?
I think it's a goat because he's got some weird obsession with Jimmy. And he, like, gets alerts every time he does anything. Jimmy got Chinese food today. Oh my God, I gotta get some. I gotta find out what he's doing. I think he's keeping tabs on him at all times.
I need to look this up, but I wonder what show on, because The Apprentice was on NBC. What
Correct.
ABC show was going on at that time during his time block? Because in his mind, I wonder if he's like, that was the enemy. I hate that network. That network always tried to get better ratings, and he had a stupid show about a cop, and we see his dick and his
Why
butt.
why do I feel it was Law and Order? No, Law and Order is
NBC.
Probably The Bachelor.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
But like, I just wonder if like there's little like grievances in his head, or like Jimmy never had me on the show for The Apprentice, they air it, or if I did, he never put me at the appropriate time. Like, I wonder if it's just these small things that like Jimmy did throughout the years as a person of equal media-ness.
Yeah.
Because look at Pete Hegseth. He's
Yeah.
attacking CNN. Like, as a Fox News contributor, it's
A Fox News weekend show host. Let's be real.
when we work for news stations, we get this alliance for them that this is my news station. I love this. When you worked at WB&G, your mom was like full gung-ho, like, this is the only thing I watch is WB&G
Yep.
because Amy works there. And then when you worked for WIVT, I was like, all right, this is the only station I like. I love Jim Emke. We're watching this. I love Roy. Miss
Roy Santa Cruz.
But like,
Shout
I'm
out,
watching
Roy.
WIVT.
Yep.
And then I told your mom, I was like, why aren't you watching WB&G? And she's like, because Amy used to be on it. I was like, but now she's on WIVT. And it was like this fight struggle. And I wonder if that's not what's happening with Trump, is this like internal thing of like, I've always hated ABC.
I was kind of surprised that Tiana Taylor didn't win for One Battle After Another, and instead it was Amy Madigan from Weapons.
Which I don't know. She just played a crazy old lady. There wasn't Tatiana actually, like, she gave birth. Like, she had a whole character arc. And looking at the actresses who were nominated, she should have won it.
Yeah.
Tatiana should have won it. It should have gone to her. As much as I don't like One Battle After Another, her
But her-
performance as an actress was phenomenal. What she was given.
As
Besides
Perfetti
that babysitting.
Yeah, as Perfetti of Beverly Hills. I mean, that scene stuck in your mind. But I will say, you know, looking at Amy Madigan tonight and looking like a normal human being, as opposed to this lady in Weapons, which, by the way, if you did not see Conan's opening bit, that was great. Where he dressed up like Amy Madigan for Weapons.
I'm surprised. Like, was that a wig on him, or do
Yeah,
you think that was
that
his
was a wig.
actual hair? 'Cause
No,
I'm
that was
like,
a wig.
They could have just done like a comb. Like, his hair and her hair are very similar.
They're very similar, yeah.
We need a wig, my kind of wig. That was one thing I was upset, Conan. We didn't get a hair joke. I always expect a little bouncy, like, I have weird hair.
I mean, it could have, yeah.
That was what I was missing. That's a Conan trope to me.
Yeah, it is. But then I think he would think, this is how I think he would think, is that it's too much about himself and he doesn't really want to take the attention away from the night.
Gotcha. So, yeah, the Oscars happened. They were kind of fun, but mostly boring. And I'm going to watch it again. Like, I'm going to watch next year's Oscars. I'm going to watch
I
the
know.
movies. Like, it's what I guess it's what this is what is considered the greatest movies of the year. And I like to see if maybe I can find better movies, because I don't think the Oscars always nails it. I think
agreed.
there's better movies out there that they completely miss, that they completely just don't.
Nuremberg?
Sorry to bother you.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
The year that came out, it should have been nominated. Like, that
Yeah.
movie is so good. Amy, the New York Toy Fair happened this last couple of weeks. They released different toys that are coming out that this year you can expect, maybe pre-order, see if this is what you should be spending your money on or what you should be saving your money on.
True.
Because there were a lot of stuff mentioned. A lot of stuff I didn't care about. Like, do you remember the Nights at Freddy's?
Oh, Five Nights at Freddy's, yes.
The Fozzie the bear?
Yes.
There was an actual helmet, like my Spider-Man helmet you can put on, and you'll be able to talk, and it will move the lips as you're talking. And as you close your eyes and blink, it will blink.
Yeah.
It's $100, GameStop exclusive, but I'm like, I'm not that kind of guy. This goes out to my buddy Drew, but they're going to have Halloween Polly Pockets.
Like Halloween the movie?
Like little miniature.
Oh, that's really...
Like in the Polly Pocket
That's
style
kind
or
of
the micro
adorable.
miniatures. I'm going to put it right here. Like the micro miniatures.
Pumpkin.
Yeah, it's a pumpkin and it opens up and it's going to have not Jason, what's his name? Michael
Myers.
It's going to have
Jamie Lee
Curtis. What's her character's name?
Why do I feel like it's Jamie? I don't know.
I don't know. But I thought that was really cool, but that's not for me. But then, like, there's other stuff. Like, my friend Courtney is a big Terrifier fan, and they're going to have Terrifier him as Santa Claus, the regular version of him.
Oh, my God.
And then Leatherface.
Oh.
All done by the NECA people. And they have a troll doll. They're making.
No, that's the Leprechaun.
They're making a leprechaun, like actual
life-size leprechaun.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And they're going to have the dummy from Goosebumps.
That's cool.
They're going to release Leatherface, Jigsaw, and Mike Myers. But the Fortnite editions of their skins. So if you really like Fortnite and the Halloweens, you can buy the actual characters.
Oh, like with their weapons and everything and their back bling.
Yeah, with the back bling, with...
Because, like, what's really different from the characters as themselves versus the Fortnite versions? It's the back bling and the stuff.
So, what I'm most excited about is the Power Rangers.
What?
They released that they are doing Season 2 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And what's exciting about that, because Season 2 introduced some of my favorite Power Rangers.
Like?
We're talking the fun Thunder Megazords.
Oh, yeah.
With the unicorns and the dragon.
Oh, yes. Yes.
So they're going to release that. They're going to be releasing big, giant toys of them, like my little, those big action figure ones I have.
Yeah. They released some like this already, right?
Some of it's been released, some of it's not. There's going to be buy one, get one toys, like these blind boxes. I'm sorry.
Oh.
They're going to have blind boxes of different Rangers. I don't know what's inside of it. There are plushes they're going to have.
Ooh.
They're going to have the Season 2 of the Power Rangers. We're talking Aisha. We're talking Rocky. Adam,
who we met,
and Lord Zed, and Babu, and they're releasing a Season 2 Morpher. For some reason, these coins are a shade of gold darker.
Is that the major difference?
That is the only difference. And I released it on TikTok and Instagram last year, because I thought it was coming out last year. The collaboration of the Power Rangers and Godzilla.
Oh.
The official toys, what they look like.
Those are really cool.
So we have the Red Ranger is Rodon. Yeah. We have the Pink Ranger is going to be Mothra.
Okay.
Like, I can't figure out who the rest of them are, but like Godzilla is the Red Ranger. Rodon's the Red Ranger. Or Godzilla's the Green Ranger. Like, I can't figure out who the Black Ranger is. But, like, that's coming out.
Awesome.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's what I've been really excited to show you. Because I need this.
I was today years old. I was just now years old. I think I'm excited about this. Right. Pink Ranger is Mothra. Mothra's awesome. Like,
yeah. So like the toy fair, there was so much there. Like there's other things out, but like to me, the Power Rangers season 2, like my problem is the Thunder Megazord
Yeah.
is kind of the worst Megazord, and maybe I'll do a separate video on it. It doesn't stay together.
Mm.
Like it kind of all falls apart if you have the original one. Like it's doesn't play well.
Mm.
Like once you start to move him, all the pieces start to fall apart. So it's easier to make it with the white, which they didn't announce. Here's a big problem. They did not announce that they're going to do a Dragon Zord or a White Tiger Zord. If they do release those, that means they should be able to connect to the Dragon Zord and the
Yeah.
Thunder Megazord. You'll be able to do different combinations. If that's so, then these Megazords that are out right now may go up in value. So it's like, ooh, so if you see them out there for a good sale, you might want to pick them up because once they release some of these, we can start doing combinations. We're going to have some fun. So that's been the toy fair. All right. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and we'll catch you guys next time. Thank you for liking and subscribing, and comment what your favorite movie of the year was. Was it an Oscar movie? Was it not an Oscar movie? Let us know in the comments down below.
And to quote Conan O'Brien, bye everybody, bye.